Hello everyone. In this video we will try to solve this problem here. It is a very interesting mathematical problem that can be solved with Python or any other programming language. The problem is this. If we list all the natural numbers below 20 that are multiples of 3 or 5, we get 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, and 18. The sum of these multiples is 78. Find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 2000. Okay, first of all, let's open the Python terminal and also open Notepad++ and create a Python file, problem1 solution py. Here we will write our code to solve this problem. First of all, we want to get all the numbers below 2000, and after that we need to filter the numbers that are multiple of 3 or 5. In order to get all the numbers below 2000, in Python we can get them with this code list range 2000. Range when can be usually it is between two numbers, for example 10 to 2000, but when the first number is 0 it can be skipped. So when we provide only one number, it is considered that the range starts from 0. And also it's very important that the last number, it is not included in the range. So actually it is this range is from 0 to 1999, all the natural numbers in this range. We can, let's name it all numbers. In Python, underscore is widely used for defining variables, functions, and some other elements. So I recommend you get used to this. In other programming languages, we there is another method that we call it camel case. For example, in other programming languages like Java, for example, this could be something like this, without underscore, but with a capital for new words. It is pretty the same. We are free to use any name, but usually we try to follow the widely used practices for a specific language. It is better when other people read the code. So all numbers is this list here. We can check it, and if we type this list, if we just write the list name and hit enter, we will see the list printed on the screen. It's like the command print all numbers. And here we see the full list, starts from 0 to 2000 excluded. Now from this list we want to get only the numbers that are multiples of 3 and 5. There are two methods to do this. It is the common, the long one, and it is the short one, where we can use a list comprehension. Let's do it with the two methods to see how they both work. We will create a new list, multiples multiples 3 or 5, we will create an empty list, and now we will loop in the list of all numbers, and if the number is multiple of 3 or 5, we will add this number to the list multiples 3 or 5. Multiples of 3 or 5. For I in all numbers, if I. This is the symbol of a module, and it means that if the number is divided perfectly with 3, which means it provides 0 module, then this is divided perfectly by 3. And the same with 5. Sorry, 0 residual. Sorry. Append means that we add this item, the I, to the list at the end of the list. And here we can add an OR statement for 5. We can run it in our Python terminal. And we can print the list of the multiples. And now we see that all these numbers, we have all the numbers divided by 3 or 5. 0 is also included, but because we want the sum, it will not affect the total at the end. Now we want the sum of all the multiples. It is very easy in Python to get the sum of a list. It is just this one, sum multiples or this is the total that we are looking for, and this is the answer to the problem question. Of course, there is a second method. We can use a list comprehension, which is a shortcut in Python that can be used in many cases. So we can do it this way. Sum, here we will create a list, and list comprehension works like this. I for I in all numbers, if let's name it total 2, and total 2 is equal with total. List comprehension is very fast way. Usually it contains a loop and a condition, or or more conditions, and in some cases more loops, but with more loops it gets a bit complex. Usually it contains a loop and some conditions all together in just one list. So we have list creation, loop, and conditions inside just one line of code, which is very, 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 very flexible, and it is widely used in many pieces of Python code. I highly recommend getting used with list comprehension and also dictionary comprehension. It is very, very useful and flexible. So yes, this is the solution. I think we have covered everything. Okay. So let's see how we can run the full code, and not line by line, but all together. Print total one. And the same with total 2. To run all this, we need to go here. In Python, we can change the directory using the OS module, which is contained in the standard library, and then we can use the change dir command. We need to add an R at the start of the string so that backslashes will work. And now we can see that the current working directory is the MyPython projects. And being inside this directory, we can just import the problem1 solution without the Py extension. We see that two totals printed. And of course, we can run it the other way outside Python. First of all, we need to cd here and Python Py. So that was all for this problem. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or maybe suggestions for following a different path for solving this problem. Thank you very much.